Hey folks, Combo Series here. What we're doing is we were going to do Power Move Series, but we decided to do this because we really wanted to show this build. Hex Rune, Lethal Pursuer, Hex Plaything, Hex Pentimento. There's 5 tokens on the map, Hex Rune's on 1. If we can get 1 or 2 downs before Rune goes, then that's 3 tokens out of the 5. Basically, that'll be a Hex. That can help us hide a Rune and keep Rune up. At the same time, if they clear Plaything, we can get a Pentimento totem up as well. And then there, so you have the 200% repair regression here, and you have the 30% survivor's repair speed here. But it requires a couple of things to happen. One, for Rune to stay up, and for the survivors not to do gens pretty quickly. This is why we're using Lethal Pursuer, because we try and find what you need to do with Lethal Pursuer is, instead of finding the solo survivor on their own, you need to find the group of survivors that are together. The largest group of 3 are spawned in together and 1 separate, you go for the 3. If it's 2 and 2, you basically select. Where you want to try and get the survivors off the gens as quickly as possible. Third intervention could help a lot with that, you could use that instead. Even Phanophobia could be a potential option there as well. We like Lethal Pursuer because we want to get into chases pretty quickly. Now we've already recorded the 3 episodes, and we can tell you in the episode you're about to watch, you're about to see how strong this build can be. But sadly, in episode 10 and 11, Rune didn't stay up very long as well. But we want to show you both sides of the coin, so to speak. One where Rune stays up, and when Rune doesn't show up. Plus, at the same time, we've been playing about 10 matches, and we've only got 3 videos recorded because it's been one of the game sessions where we've had the extra survivors who like to use head-on and toxic stuff and all that. It's been one of the game sessions, sadly. Anyway, so you can sense my frustration from, not in this episode because this was the second match, but episode 10 and 11 because we forgot to record our first match, but I'm very much regretting now because that was a really good match. But these 3 episodes are coming up are a good example of this build, and an example of it going right, and the episodes you're about to see then going wrong in another 2 episodes. But the last episode, that was more to do with toolboxes or what and rather. And also me, as I said, me picking the wrong person to go for as well, with Lethal Pursuer in the 3rd episode. Admittedly, we don't play too well in the 2nd and 3rd match, episode 10 and 11. The next one we play not too bad, but overall we didn't play too well in this episode. But we do show the combo and we show the potential of it. But as always, if survivors are efficient on gens and efficient at their task, and they're going to win it 10 out of 10 times. Anyway, I hope you enjoy it. Well, usually I would say see you at the beginning of the next match, but I've already recorded it, so have fun. Oh, dead dog, Sloan. This is actually the 2nd match. I forgot to click record on the 4th match. I'm so mad too. Right, so we've got 2, 3 there. The problem with this map is we need to actually knock out some breakable walls first. Got a 3rd person coming across as well here. See her crouching down here, so I'm going to go with her first. This is a great start. It's a small map as well, so the problem here is we haven't kicked these walls out up the stairs, so that's a problem. But she slow vaulted, so that helps. Maybe we can get that out. I didn't see any flashlights in the lobby. We did avoid some lobbies with flashlights. We don't have boiler lobby, right? Good. Where's that friggin' hook? There's one right over here. There's all 3 of them are there. It's just spring burst. Oh, that's not good. Oh, she dropped that fast, didn't she? What are you doing with your movement? Where the fuck did you go? Okay. Well, this is a problem for this team, but it does seem like they're going to be running gens together to counter Ruin that way. That means it's going to be easy to find them. We need to go over here for a second, because we need to knock this wall out. Else What Steve is going for the family, that's good. Let's get him. That is so much fun to do. I love this map full of trickster. So I do. Right, let's get him up. So that's now 3 fun tokens up. Right, now we need to go back to our... Right, that's okay, they're fine, but there should be a breakable wall here we need to break somewhere. Make things... Wait, there's not a breakable wall? Oh, here it is. Right now there's 4 totems up, as you can see, 1, 2 in the back, 3, and 1 are 4. One's maroon, 3's playthings, and no one's went for that Steve yet. Are they on a gen somewhere? I'm more interested in defending this gen and that gen at the end of the street. I don't want to camp. I might let her go actually. Oh, that bloody edge at the pit me, I wish they would flan that. I knew there had to be a gen somewhere. Yeah, Laurie's the person I would like to get. Because she's my last stack. Last plaything totem. She's going to drop that. That's nice getting... Yep. She's got tenacity, I think. Right, there's a totem being cleansed. That sounds it. I heard something go boom. Yeah, over there. Right, so let's get Pentimento up, but let's knock this wall out as well. Looks like that's the reason why we're coming over this way. Wait, what's that on? I heard something over here. Right. We need to go into this building here. And we need to knock out this. A light breaker. Oh, we've already done that, never mind. There's another totem gone, so that's good. Let's break this pallet. So now they're probably aware of it. They are. So right now they have ruin up, and at the same time they're basically... Oh, that's a vault. Oh, fucking hell. Just caught her. Don't do that. That's my rune. No, it's not. It's a Plaything tool. Oh, basement's here. Yeah, let's drop down here and into basement. Need to pick up Ephemeria. Didn't feel bad knocking Laura down because she was just off the hook and she was putting on a Plaything totem right away there. But at the same time. I swore I heard someone there. Another totem over there to put up as well. That's slow heals for them now. We maybe should have left these tokens actually. But at the same time, we want to keep hiding our rune and keep it up as long as we go, because the way things are looking right now, we are going to get rune up for most of the match here. She died in the hook. Holy shit, no one actually went for her. Wait, how the fuck did you get healed so quickly? Just as well. Get it in there. As you can see, this is basically a bloodbath for these survivors. There's no way, because they didn't find runes so quickly, that's basically it's just impossible for them here. Because right now, we have Pentimento at 3. They're still at 3 gens. There's Meg and there's Steve. Doesn't look like anyone's going for a hook. See what I mean? They're so worried. Wait, what? Meg, what the fuck are you doing? You got a person on the hook. Go get the person on the hook. Okay. She's not exactly the best survivors here. Hopefully she's going for the hook. No, she's not. She was at that. God's sake, Meg. Meg's giving up. I think they've had enough of this match. Yeah. I think how brutal this build is, basically, it's kind of made him go a little bigger. I think, anyway, for sure. Oh, fantastic as well. Yeah, you can see how strong that build is. And you can get playthings up like I did there in such a strong way with runes still up, it becomes almost impossible for the survivors. Now, admittedly, these survivors were a little loose. They kept letting people die on the hook as well, so because the person died in the basement, Claudette, and Laura died as well. We got so much pressure. The fact that it's a small map really helps too, as well. But saying that, at the same time, small maps like that, well, actually in small map, I was going to say small maps usually is more easier to find the totems, but in that map, is actually the totem spawns in that map actually can be really difficult to find. So, yeah, you can see by the builds, this wasn't exactly swift, which is kind of interesting because the match that I recorded, I didn't record and forgot to record. We had one very good looper in that and a loader, and we had other threes who weren't very good at looping, but they had pretty strong builds basically. They were all purple, there was dead hards, the usual stuff that you see and stuff like that. We had an adrenaline here. But yeah, you can see here how strong that build is. Perfect example of the build and how strong it is. It's crazy, isn't it? It's all dependent on getting plaything totems up, so you have to be aware of who you hook first, and that's why when you hook someone and you proxy cam and you come back to the hook, because you can get the second person there and get the 2 hooks up there. Doing that really helps the build, and it just snowballs from there. You can just keep pressure on them constantly after that. And also the Lethal Pursuer helps you to get the person as well. It's utterly awesome, this build, I love it. It's so strong, and Trickster, remember, Trickster's a 4.4 killer, and he's an average height as well. So, you know, I actually think he's a stronger killer than a lot of people realise, because people are terrified of the blades, except Steve who we got down there, but most of the time they will start looking around and run around in front of you, and you can just mouse one them, which is weird. You shouldn't be able to mouse one so much with a 4.4 killer, but people are so terrified with the blades, they zigzag and let you catch up. And I think you saw that a little bit with some of the movement there. They were actually trying to run around thinking I was going to use the blades, and they were trying to avoid that. Because most people realise that the point of playing a killer is the power, but you can actually use that against them with a killer like Trickster. But I don't think there's much more to say. I think that video pretty much shows this build exactly. Because we're the 4K, the next group of survivors we get will probably should be tougher. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, if you enjoyed this YouTube, then please like the video. If you like to see future content like this one, please subscribe to future content. And until next time, I'll take care.